Okay, so we've now been teaching a wee bit for Sasha. Sasha is the German Shepherd. She's 4 years old, and she's kind of always displayed this behaviour. She would also bark at the window and in the garden at other dogs. So let's see, who have we got with me? Yeah, so we've got Moa. We got a monkey. We've got a Junior. And we've got a Stitchy. We've got a Stitch as well. So these guys will be our helpers. Cool, Calm and Junior. That's it. Cool, Calm and Junior. And then in the back of the car, to help us, we also have, where is he? See if you can see him in there. Rex, over. Sit. Stay. We also have a Rex. So he sits in the front because he protects the car. Don't you, pal? Stay. I'll be using a minute. And you get Muppet. So, this is the first attempt after what I've shown them what to do, okay? Let's see how we go with Sasha. Ring the doorbell. Barking. I'll make sure to do the letterbox as well. First attempt. See how we go. So the barking's already stopped, that's good. So the key thing is, guys, you want to stop the barking before you open the door. Barking just started again. So if she barks, forget about me, go her and give the touch. Nice. We're also incorporating place command. She kind of knows place command, we've been practicing it. A lot of times you do teach both separately and then put the two together just because you can make the place command very fun, and it should be. And more of a training, whereas this is more rehabilitation with the door. So I'm just waiting until he's now calmed. The door into the living room is closed, so that's really, open, normally closed. This is really good. So I gave him the choice so he could incorporate the place command in, or he could just clean the door. That's much nicer. Person comes in, go through. Awesome. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
I knew that.
Hi.
So if we observe Sasha right now, we got a lot of panting. It's really good. You still definitely doing well with the place command as well, because you don't even have the leash on her, so she knows it. She's just pushing the boundaries a wee bit, you know. But she's staying there now, whereas normally she'd be. What would she normally be doing?
Well, she'd be all over you.
All over the human.
Yeah.
Maybe you said maybe even sometimes still barking.
Yeah, oh aye.
Okay.
Some people she barks
Yeah.
constantly. She doesn't like them.
Yeah. You obviously like me though, Sash, eh?
Very
That's good.
judgy.
That's what I like to see. Now I'm going to challenge her, I'm going to pet her, and she's to stay there. Good. Nice. She's got to learn to, over time, to be able to take that distraction, you know? Because a lot of people out there don't obey the rules. So very hard work for her. Let's do it again. Okay, so Sasha's doing really well there. That was just the first attempt. That's real life. Broke the place command once, but only when I gave her a distraction. Really just pushing her really quite quick because she's a really awesome dog. Apologies for the cold sore, please ignore it. In fact, I should just take you off my face, shouldn't you? And you're better staring at a door number than you are staring at my face right now. Probably more all of the time, to be fair. So let's try again with Sasha. This is attempt number 2. Awesome. So I heard 2 barks there. Whoa, whoa! Which is much more normal. One thing I will say though right now, this issue, I would take away all the barking that she's doing and take her back to foundation and build it back up. So even that I would correct right now because she's so explosive. Awesome.
This is working very well.
Good. Do you even have a dog? That's very good.
You come in.
Thank you. Awesome. So this time I'm not going to pet her, okay? I'm just going to sit down beside you.
Yay.
Well, see, somebody wants me to sit beside them. Now, one of the triggers also is people sitting down. That would then maybe trigger her to come over and want to get petted, or if it was somebody new, she'd want to really sniff them lots or something like that. So.
And if you stood up, she'd bark.
Oh, she'd potentially bark as well. Like is it one of those that if you've been in maybe a wee while and then you got up to go and do something, she'd maybe have a bark?
And follow you.
Yeah. So, all in her mind, all the responsibility of taking care of this home when somebody she didn't know was in it is hers. Mm-hmm. And by taking what you're doing here, by taking this leadership, you're saying it's not your responsibility. It's my responsibility. Your job, much like a child, is to have fun and do what you're told. And just love life. No responsibility. That will come when you get older. With the dog is born to follow the human, not human follow dog. So she's just been in this environment of somebody coming in your home, has been a situation where it's been reversed. It's normally the dog leading the human, and the human just reacting and locking the dog away or whatever. Whereas here, and we actually end up spending more time telling the human off than we do the dog. Like, okay, when you come in the house, are you scared of dogs? So, no, I'm okay with dogs, right? That's fine. If you just come in and sit down and just ignore the dog, she might sniff you for a wee bit or, have a wee bark, but she won't bite you, honestly. If you just ignore her, she'll be okay. So we actually end up giving the human more rules that's coming into your home than the dog, So to me, that's like saying, and your dog isn't as an extreme a case as this, but, it's like saying, come into my home and here's my 2-year-old. He might punch you a few times and run around and smash the TV, but eventually he'll calm down. It's like, no, that needs sorted, and your head needs sorted if you've been thinking that's okay. So most of the time, ignoring behaviour is actually agreeing with behaviour, if you think about it. Okay, the fact that we're ignoring the kid, him putting his feet on the couch, okay, that means he's allowed to put his feet on the couch because you're ignoring it, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just an example. The fact that you're ignoring Sasha lying like that means I agree with you. Because if I wasn't happy with what you're doing, I'd be correcting you. So this concept of to change a negative behaviour, reward the good behaviour and ignore the bad behaviour, that just doesn't exist. That just doesn't even make sense. So, in fact, by ignoring right now, doing our own thing, we're actually agreeing with what she's doing and helping in that process. That's really, really good. Sasha, you are doing awesome, girl. Good job. Break. Oh. Yeah, break. Good job. Good job, Sash. Yeah, good job. That's awesome. We're going to give her a bit of affection and we're going to see if she'll go back when we give her the command. Good job. Okay, Sasha. Bed. Bed. Good. Awesome. Well done. Your dog is awesome. Really, really good. So this is what I was talking about, saying there's a time for affection, there's a time for direction, and sometimes there's time for a correction. So because we corrected her when she was explosive, you then are only having to give direction and then affection. So just because we give our dogs affection doesn't mean we shouldn't give them correction. And just because we give them correction, that doesn't mean we're not going to give them affection. It's just rules of life, And Sasha is no different. Hey, Sash. Good job. So I think she's done pretty well.
That'll be a change.
Yeah, it just allows you to practice.
Just used to just...
So Sasha, Dad's away outside now, and Sasha is wondering where he's went. But this time Mum's going to get him in, control the dog when the door goes. So this is real life, and we'll see how you control the dog. So you were telling Eric how to do it a second ago, and there we go. She responded quite well to you. Good. So the way you're touching, but the way you're touching is too soft, and she doesn't know what it means. So see my energy just being there is more. So what you need to do there is you're better coming and giving the tap, the heel tap, rather than anything else. So she lacks direction there. So we're going to wait till Mum brings her back in. So there, if I were you there, I would just take her collar and just direct her to bed. Just take her collar and take her. That's it. It's just like it's direction. Sasha, bed. Bed. That all stemmed. Ring the door again. Do it again. So, she came running to the door, but you went. Right, but you would better just go walking beside her and just went, or even the same leg, just dunk. Right, it didn't surprise her.
Right.
So it kind of just moved her. So, right, so it's not even about the power or anything like that, just the energy, because then as soon as she saw me, she just went, okay, I'll just lie there. You know, now you've got the shaking. So this is the adrenaline, instead of going mental at the door. Okay, so let's start starting. You think he's forgot someone lives here? So come in.
It's not a mad pizza guy.
It's a mad pizza guy. Nothing against pizza people, okay? So let's see how she acts when she sees you. Oh yeah, definitely wants to be around you. Look at it. She's like a blooming tens machine there. Vibrating like mad. Now, the difference there was she came and she went when the dog was at the door.
Right.
When she should have just went pop. So she didn't. The touch has to match the level of intensity. You know? But you're actually better for her if you just came side on and just went, hey, move. Right. You know? You're learning as well as her. So it takes a bit of time. The difference with me doing it is I should know what I'm doing and she's the only one that's learning. Whereas you're both learning, so it takes a wee bit of time. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it's like a teacher and a
She
student.
didn't bark for long though.
No, the barking was only one or two barks. The barking really isn't the issue right now. We're actually just trying to fine tune it to place command, because she went out barked when you opened the door. She kind of went away somewhere else, and we're like, no, we need you here. That's just all part of the learning. Okay, like how she normally feels. She normally feels like that, but running about mental. You know. Oh, Sash. Oh, Sash. Look at that face. Love it. Okay, so we're getting there. Long video. But I'm just trying to make it as real life for you as possible to see the change in Sasha. But really, the video, I think we're about 12 minutes right now. It probably took about 30-40 seconds at the most to stop the unwanted behaviour. Definitely under 60 seconds. And then it's trying to teach the owners how to do the same. There's none of this. To stop an unwanted behaviour shouldn't take a long time. Should be able to stop it. And then you need repetition, of course, because you've got habits, but it should stop straight away if you're doing effective discipline. And then we need to replace that with something else. So right now we're replacing chaos for the barking and things like that with calm submission on the place. That's what we're trying to do. But if the human isn't effectively giving calm assertive, then how can the dog be calm submissive? Now, they're not fully calm assertive because they're learning. So we need repetition. It's all about patience. So here we go, one more time. So no barking, that's good. Oh, hello. How are you? Good. Did you drug her? She's been drugged, hasn't she? Well, how do you think she normally feels when someone comes to the door? Stressed out?
Excited.
Okay, so excited, what else? Do you think? She thinks she's just excited when someone comes to the door?
Maybe a bit scared.
A bit frantic, just a bit unsure. Not necessarily that she's even unsure of the person, but she's unsure of like what her role is. So then you get this franticness. What you're doing now is you've just got a bit of anxiety and unsurety. The anxiety is because she's learning something new, and anxiety is trying to get rid of all this adrenaline. But already she's in a much more comfortable state than what she normally is. You're just seeing it in a different way because we're telling her what to do. You're wonderful. Good job, girl. Good job, Sash. It's a good job. Well done. So, doing really, really well on this. Very quickly, we'll get this panting and things. We'll get less and less and less and less.